Hello, mighty companions. Today is Tuesday, May 10th, 2016. I'm hoping that the visibility is okay. I think the audio will be fine, but the visibility, the daylight's gone. This room has no light, so I'm utilizing the light I have so that we can join together and do lesson 131. No one can fail who asks to reach the truth. We're on lesson 131 today. If we've been following since the first of the year as course students, we've made it to lesson 131. Wow. That makes me feel good. Alright, so let's get comfy. Let's get comfortable. Let's settle in, because it's a long lesson. Here we go. No one can fail who asks to reach the truth. Failure is all about you while you seek for goals that cannot be achieved. Failure is all about you while you seek for goals that cannot be achieved. You look for permanence in the impermanent, where there is none. For safety in the midst of danger, immortality within the darkness of the dream of death. Who could succeed where contradiction is the setting of his searching and the place to which he comes to find stability? Goals which are meaningless are not attained. There is no way to reach them, for the means by which you strive for them are meaningless as they are. Who can use such senseless means and hope through them to gain in anything? Where can they lead? And what could they achieve that offers any hope of being real? Pursuit of the imagined leads to death because it is the search for nothingness. And while you seek for life, you ask for death. You look for safety and security, while in your heart you pray for danger and protection for the little dream that you made. Yet searching is inevitable here. For this you came, and you will surely do the thing you came for. But the world cannot dictate the goal for which you search unless you give it power to do so. Otherwise you are still free to choose a goal that lies beyond the world and every worldly thought, and one which comes to you from an idea relinquished yet remembered, old yet new, an echo of a heritage forgot, yet holding everything you really want. Be glad you search. Be glad that search you must. Be glad as well to learn you search for heaven. Heaven being a healed mind, a whole mind, not a separate split mind split between the two teachers of love and fear, but a whole healed mind that's only love. No one can fail to want this goal and reach it in the end. God's Son cannot seek vainly. Though he try to force, delay, deceive himself and think that it is hell he seeks, when he is wrong, he finds correction. When he wanders off, he is led back to his appointed task. No one remains in hell. For no one can abandon his Creator nor affect his perfect, timeless and unchanging love. You will find heaven, you will find a healed mind. You will find sanity. Everything you seek but this will fall away, yet not because it has been taken from you. It will go because you do not want it. You don't want it. You will reach the goal you really want as certainly as God created you in sinlessness. Why wait for heaven? Why wait for your mind to be whole? Why wait to be completely sane? It is here today, he says. He says it right here in this book. It's here today. Time is the great illusion. It is past or in the future. That's right. Time is the great illusion. It is the past or the future. Yet this cannot be if it is where God wills his Son to be. How could the will of God be in the past or yet to happen? What he wills is now, without a past and wholly futureless. It is as far removed from time as is a tiny candle from a distant star, or what you choose from what you really want. Heaven remains your one alternative to this strange world. We do live in a very strange world. Lost my part. It's shifting patterns and uncertain goals. It's painful pleasures and it's tragic joys. My ego doesn't want me to read this. You get lost. God made no contradictions. What denies its own existence and attacks itself is not of him. It's not of love. What denies its own existence and attacks itself is not of God, is not of love. Love did not make two minds. With heaven as the glad effect of one and earth the other's sorry outcome, that is heaven's opposite in every way. God does not suffer conflict, nor is his creation split in two. How could it be his Son could be in hell when God himself established him in heaven? Could he lose what the eternal will has given him to be his home forever? Let us not try longer to impose an alien will upon God's single purpose. He is here because he wills to be, and what he wills is present now beyond the reach of time. So today, brothers and sisters, we will not choose a paradox in place of truth. How could the Son of God make time to take away the will of God? He thus denies himself and contradicts what has no opposite. Excuse me. We think that we made a hell opposing to heaven and believe that we abide in what does not exist, while heaven is the place that we cannot find. Leave foolish thoughts like these behind today and turn your mind to true ideas instead. No one can fail who asks to reach the truth. And it is truth we ask to reach today. Father in heaven, I really want the truth today. It's been a bad day. A lot of ego thoughts. A lot of crying. A bit of insanity. I'm asking today for the truth. I want the truth. So we're going to devote 10 minutes to this goal 3 times today. 30 minutes all in total. We're going to devote 10 minutes to this goal 3 times today, and we will ask to see the rising of the real world to replace the foolish images that we hold so dear. With true ideas arising in the place of thoughts which have no meaning, no effect, and neither source nor substance in the truth. This we acknowledge as we start upon our practice periods. Begin with this. And let's say this all together. The italics, I think it's a powerful prayer when he does the italics. And we're meant to say together. So say with me. I ask to see a different world and think a different kind of thought from those that I made with my little self. The world I seek, I did not make alone. The thoughts I want to think are not my own. The thoughts I want to think are not my own. For several minutes, watch your mind and see. Although your eyes are closed, the senseless world you think is real. Review the thoughts as well which are compatible with such a world and which you think are true. Then let them go and sink below them to the holy place where they can enter not. There is a door beneath them in your mind which you could not completely lock to hide what lies beyond. Seek for that door and find it. But before you try to open it, remind yourself, no one can fail who asks to reach the truth. No one can fail that asks to see the truth. And it is this request you make today. I do. Nothing but this has any meaning now. No other goal is valued now nor sought. Nothing before this door do you really want. And only what lies past it do you really seek. Put out your hand and see how easily the door swings open with your one intent to go beyond it. He says that angels light the way. Makes me tear up a little bit. I do like how he writes sometimes. He's so poetic. He's so rich and raw. Angels light the way so that all darkness vanishes and you are standing in a light so bright and so clear that you can understand all things that you see. A tiny moment of surprise, perhaps, will make you pause before you realize the world you see before you in the light reflects the truth you knew and did not quite forget in wandering away in dreams. You cannot fail today. Tamsin cannot fail today. There walks with you the spirit heaven sent you that you might approach this door someday and through his aid slip effortlessly past it to the light. Today that day has come. Today God keeps his ancient promise. His ancient promise. This promise has been around since the beginning of time, since we created this bullshit. Keeps his ancient promise to his holy son, as does his son remember his to him. This is a day of gladness, for we come to the appointed time and place where you will find the goal of all your searching here and all the seeking of the world, which ends together as you pass beyond that door. Remember often that today should be a time of special gladness and refrain from dismal thoughts and meaningless laments. I kind of failed that earlier today, but we're moving on. Today's not over. Salvation's time has come today, is set by heaven itself. to be a time for grace for you and for the world. If you forget this happy fact, remind yourself with this. Let's read together. Today I seek and find all that I want. My single purpose offers it to me. No one can fail who asks to reach the truth. Again, let's say, today I seek and find all that I want. My single purpose offers it to me. No one can fail who asks to reach the truth. No one can fail that asks to reach the truth. No one can fail that asks to reach the truth. No one can fail that asks to reach the truth. No one can fail that asks to reach the truth. Hallelujah. I'm asking. I'm going to keep asking. I want the truth. So, we'll wrap up today's lesson. Don't have much to say to that. I don't have much to say to that. I'm just going to let it soak in some more for the rest of my evening. Brothers and sisters, may the force and the course be with you, and let my light and my mind extend to yours. I love you guys. Thanks for listening.